Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. What I want to talk about in this video is something that I bump into quite regularly and something which I find, let's say, amusing, I find questionable in people that claim to have experience in the investigations, close protection world, etc. And this is the misconception a lot of people have, that everybody in the close protection business, investigations business, including clients especially, are squeaky clean. They've never done anything wrong. They're the perfect people. To me, that is, people that think that are obviously very naive or completely delusional. Everybody has dirt on them, period. Some just hide it better than most. Now, I tell people I would sooner deal with an honest criminal than a honest person. And I'll elaborate more on that as I go along. Now, I'm sure some of you are saying, well, what I'm saying is off, etc. Well, let's put it into context. We're meant to look up to police officers, etc. British police, I used to say, used to be the top police force in the world, as far as professionalism is concerned. I read a report this morning, something's popped up. I think one police officer in the UK has been reported for rape every week. That's just rape, not the other crimes. I think in the United States in the last few days, there's some professor from Penn State University that was caught having sex with his dog in a public park. Oh, he's a professor at top university. They don't do things like that, do they? There was another report, I think some high-flying businessman out of New York was caught. He's been trafficking around some 14-year-old girl or having sex with her in different hotels, etc. Okay, but that's a high-flying business executive. They don't do things like that, do they? President Trump has just been arrested. Jeffrey Epstein was a very respected person until everybody realized he was a pedophile. And that had been going on for years. But we'll leave that there. So hopefully you can see, people are people. A lot of people make mistakes. And I've come across many people over the years that's been in jail, been convicted of crimes, etc. Are they bad people? No. A lot of them just made mistakes. Now, this is where I'm not making an excuse for the scumbags, the career criminals. I have no time for the rapists, the pedophiles, the people that go up beating up old women and old people, the bullies. To me, the Chinese have the best answer for that. They take them out, they shoot them, they harvest their organs. What's left over is fed to pigs or thrown in a ditch somewhere. That's the best option for those people. There's a lot of people out there that honestly make mistakes. Okay, what's perceived to be a crime now in some places is not a crime in other places. In some ways, people do what they have to do, and sometimes people have to break the law to survive, to make money, to feed their families. I understand that. Sometimes people see crime as being a career, a business. Okay, that's their world. I don't condone it. It's something which those people, if they're honest about it, and I know a lot of honest criminals, okay, that's their world. I respect their honesty. As I said, I'd sooner deal with an honest criminal, because at least I know where I stand, than a honest person. Now, if you're in the close protections investigations business, a lot of the clients you're dealing with could possibly have criminal histories, a criminal past, done something wrong in the past. Are you going to say no to a client because he has a criminal history? Well, if he made a mistake in the past for whatever reason, as long as he's not a career criminal and going to get you into trouble, he's another client, he's paying. You just have to be careful that if they're convicted felons, etc., you don't have firearms around them, or in the United States, you don't have firearms around them, etc. This is where you always need to check out your clients. If a client was honest with me, okay, I'd take a look at the situation and most probably say yes. If a client was trying to cover something up, which I've had in the past, I'm not going to deal with them because it shows they're dishonest. As I said, I'm happy to deal with honest criminals, not dishonest people. I don't deal with dishonest people anyway. They said dishonest criminals and honest people are exactly the same to me. Shit. So let's come over into the investigations world. In the investigations world, a lot of, how can I put it, if you're doing investigations, you're going to be coming into contact with people that have criminal backgrounds. I just, something comes to mind. I recommended somebody to somebody from, as a contact a while back now. And this person was trying to get into the investigations world, still trying as far as I know. And he told me, oh, the guy, yeah, I met him, but he smelled of marijuana when I met him. Okay, what's the problem? He's a contact. It was in that place, it was legal. Oh, he's got a criminal history, I done a background check. Yes, he's got a criminal history. I could have told you that. But he's a good contact for what you want to be doing. He knows a lot of people and he knows how to swim. So in the investigations world, that would be a good contact for the person. But the person I recommended him to was too afraid, didn't want to deal with criminals, etc. Didn't want to deal with people with criminal backgrounds. You know what? You shouldn't be in the investigation business then. Because a lot of times, especially if you're dealing with serious investigations, you're going to be dealing with people with questionable backgrounds. That's the business. And you need to be able to deal with those people. Or put it into context. Criminal defense lawyers. Who's their clients? They're criminals. If a criminal defense lawyer was so high and mighty that he didn't want to deal with criminal defense, he wouldn't be dealing with it. He'd be dealing with a crappy civil lawsuit somewhere, right? But just because somebody made a mistake at some point, it doesn't make him a bad person. I think in time, with experience, you'll be able to work out who's a good person, who's a bad person. Is that person going to be a threat to you? Is that person going to cause you problems or not? In some ways, people that's had problems in the past, be it criminal, etc., are generally a lot more wary and a lot more cautious than a lot of the supposed perfect people. And I'll use police officers as an example. Police officers that's done things in the past, which because they know the law, because they know people, they can get things covered up. Those people can be a lot more reckless than somebody that's done something in the past and got actually charged, maybe convicted, etc. So this is where the close protection and investigations business is a very unique business, because you're going to be dealing with a wide variety of people. Those people can be of use to you. And those people can be your clients. Those people can cause you problems. And this is where you need to have the experience, the maturity to be able to look at people and say, okay, this person, okay, they made a mistake how many years ago, but they're still an asset to me. I can use them. I can work with them to some extent. Or look at somebody, and I know somebody comes to mind now, very high profile, plenty of money, would have been an excellent client for me. I wouldn't touch them, because it's a matter of time before they just cause too much problems for themselves and everybody else around them. But as far as on paper, that person's a very, very respectable person. You know what? A matter of time before they crash and shit sticks. I don't need people's shit sticking on me. So this is where you need to understand who you're dealing with. Things that, qualities I look for in people, again, honesty. If somebody's not honest, forget them. They're a waste of time. You can use them to some extent, but understand you're dealing with a bullshitter who can end up getting you in trouble. So be very, very careful. People need to be honest. People need to be respectful, and people need to show discretion. If people don't have those three qualities, they're just people. I wouldn't allow them anywhere near your circles, your inner circles, etc. If you can use them to make money, if you can use them for services, if they can be of use, no worries. But they're, apart from that, can we put it, they're expendable. They're not your inner circle. So, little bit of wisdom there, a little bit of advice. I hope it makes you think about a few things. Follow me along on social media, because I have a lot more of these videos going up. We've got a lot up already. Also have an array of books up on Amazon, a lot of content on our blogs. And don't forget, we supply a full range of consultancy, investigation services, executive protection services, etc. internationally. So follow us along on social media. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And we supply training courses virtually and physically. We'll be vamping up the training courses in the near future, because we've been a little bit busy.